get your mind right, and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on, everything you got last round, everything you got. Go get it.
Good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome back into GCU Softball Stadium. After a tournament in Fullerton, California, the Lopes hosting Pac-12 opponent Utah in the second-to-last out-of-conference series. The last one will be the last series of the season against U of A. GCU comes in after going 2-2 in the Eastern Invitational, including a 7-6 win against the number 17th nationally ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Conversely, the Utes trying to get out of Arizona with a win after being swept by 3 by the University of Arizona. And Dewey Jeffries alongside Alex Larson here. And Dewey, real quick, I guess we got to start off with the pitcher for Utah, Katie Donovan. She is going to be a challenge for the Lopes today.
Absolutely. She has 79.2 innings pitched and 100 strikeouts. She's a strikeout maniac out there on the mound. The Lopes pitcher, Brianna Aguilar-Bocage, 103 innings pitched, but only 57 strikeouts. The Lopes are definitely going to have to work very, very hard this game to stay out of that strikeout zone.
Yeah, with the Lopes coming in after, like we said, 2-2 in Fullerton, the Eastern Invitational, 4-1 loss to Nebraska, 7-6 win against Ohio State, a 6-3 loss against DePaul, and the host team goes down to GCU 5-4, and the team really riding momentum now, 18-16, and they are looking to keep momentum going into WAC play because it's really two different parts of the season, and what a test they have before WAC play starts.
Absolutely, and hopefully the experience that the Lopes have playing this season with 34 games under their belt versus Utah's 24, that will give them somewhat of an advantage against the Utes today. But the Lopes, like you said before, the Utes definitely having a very strong playing. They were in the Maryland tournament before they came to Arizona, and they swept that whole tournament against Miami, Ohio, Maryland, Yale, and Jacksonville. Won against all of those teams, and then, like you said before, lost against number 9 Arizona. All 3 of those games, and they're going to come out today and see if they can snatch a win from one of the Arizona teams.
Yeah, they're very capable. 14-10 as Brianna Aguilar-Bocage throws the first pitch in there. Stepping in for the Utes, the left fielder Julia Noskin, freshman, batting in the leadoff spot, 281. You see a lot of the numbers of the at-bats in the at-bat column for Utah. We already have a pitching conference on the mound, but a lot of the at-bats are going to be smaller numbers than GCU. Of course, not playing as many games as the Lopes at 34, and then obviously the Utes at 24. But the lineup for the Utes looks like this. In left field, Julia Noskin. In center field, batting second, Alyssa Barrera. Second baseman, Briona Castaneda. The third baseman batting fourth, Heather Bowen. The catcher, Kelly Martinez, batting sixth. The first baseman, Alyssa Palacios. That one misses. The right fielder, Haley Hilburn, batting seventh. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Abbey Robertson, and the designated player, Allie Dickman. And they will see Bobo.
So far, Bobo with 2 balls. And there's that first strike.
It's a different officiating crew, umpiring crew, than it has been all season, and they have yet to grace themselves in GCU Softball Stadium, so we'll see what that looks like here today. 2-1, chopped foul. Bobo out there with a 3.65 ERA, 8-10. 8 in the win column, 10 in the loss column, 103.2 innings pitched. Like you said, holding opponents to 291 batting average. Ooh, they got her. She gets a strikeout after going in the hole, 2-0.
Excellent start for Bobo. Lopes always looking to start out strong, and that is definitely the right direction to go in against this Utah Utes team.
Well, now Alyssa Barrera will step in here. Sophomore batting .341. She has had success thus far with 82 at-bats. Tough out up to this point.
First pitch by Bobo ends up as a strike.
Swung on and fouled. It seems like haven't been able to catch up to her pitching thus far. That might take a couple more at-bats, as it usually does, but right now, Bowen getting the best.
Like we said, good for Bobo and good for the Lopes to start out strong against a strong Pac-12 team.
Yeah, this is a, like you said, Pac-12 team. They just started Pac-12 play last series against U of A. 1-2, trying for another strikeout. That one will be a hit. Over to first, in there, so Barrera is on with an infield single.
Shea Smith with the grab over on shortstop.
Really no reason to make that throw, though.
By the time she got the ball, Barrera was basically already on the base. But good look, you never know what could happen. You always want to get the ball over there just in case.
Brianna Castaneda, sophomore again, in the 3 spot, batting .343. First pitch will go in there for a strike. Yes, I thought it went around. It was pretty clear. The runner on first here, the first of 2 games against these Utes, and it's only today. That one inside, ball 1.
Gonzalez looking as if she wanted to throw to Dietrich over on first. Try to get Barrera out and put a second out on the board.
The 1-1 pitch misses, and there's the back pick, and not even needing to slide into first. Barrera's back safely.
Like you said, Alex, the umpires this game are different. It'll be interesting to see what their habits are with calling some of these close call plays. We've gotten used to the other trio.
Yeah, was it Lalo Mendoza and Trina Comerford? And Robert Huff. That crew like the outside part of the corner, as that pitch in there for a strike. Back to full count, 3-2. But here we've kind of seen just a regular, your average strike zone so far. (3-2) walked her. Tough start for Bobo. And now they look at the cleanup hitter coming on with first and second, 1 out. It's Heather Bowen, a senior, batting .338.
One of their stronger batters for the Utes. Next to Castaneda, and up next, Kelly Martinez.
Yeah, that part of the order is really solid, the 2 through 5 spots. And if you're Nikki Gonzalez, you can't make a throw down that you absolutely know isn't going to be in there to get the runner out, because you can't let up and run early. You don't want to do that. That one into right field. Runner is going to stay, and now the bases are loaded. That was a beautiful lace just in between first and second.
Good read for Taylor Kay to go out there and grab the ball as quick as she could. Bases still loaded, but that was a strong enough hit. Could have been much worse for the Lopes.
So Barrera on third, Castaneda on second, and Bowen on first. The senior getting herself another hit, 26 of 75. Tough spot here. Something's got to happen. That one misses.
Lopes find themselves in a very dangerous position right now with only 1 out for the Utes and bases fully loaded. Martinez batting .342. Another one of the strong Utes hitters.
On the way, swung right through that one, and it was a good-looking pitch. Fortunate to get away with a strike there. Swing and a miss.
Lopes are going to have to amp up their defense right here if they're going to stop the Utes from scoring. The Utes have plenty of time to make their way around the bases and put a couple on the board, as that one goes just a bit outside for ball 2.
Yeah, 13 RBIs for Martinez. 4th on the team. Does have 2 home runs on the way. That one is going to be in there for a strike. It looked good. Thought it was going to be called, and now it is. So again, Bobo ahead in the count with 2 strikes. Strikeout would be huge. On the way. Did not swing. And now again, 3-2.
Almost got Martinez to chase that. You could see she was kind of inching toward it just a little bit, but at the last second pulled back before she swung all the way through.
Don't want to walk here. On to short, stopped by Smith, coming home, nice. On to, a takeout slide. Gonzalez goes down, but you got to know to get your foot off home right away. But a nice job to stay on home and get the out. Even better play over there at short by Smith, and that was a huge play.
Lopes make it out of that at bat with another out. Bases are still loaded, but they are much closer to getting out of this inning without any marks from the Utes.
Yeah, and it'll be the freshman Alyssa Palacios batting 154, so this is an out you really want, especially considering the circumstances.
Bobo starts off right with the first strike.
Oh, 1 up the middle. That's going to score at least 1. Bowen is going to stick at home. Castaneda comes in, and it's 1-0 Utah.
Palacios, that strong hit up the middle, right out to Lainey Gomez, getting herself on the first base and moving everyone around. The Utes now on the board with 1.
And Haley Hilburn, who's batting .329, will come in. She's got some size out there. Right-handed hitter. Tough spot here, though. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1 already across. That one's not going to go.
Lopes want to get out of this kind of circuit here. Don't want any more walks or bases as the players will move around.
Snagged by Bobo over to first, and only 1 run comes across.
Perfect.
And the damage is minimized, so we'll go to the Lopes bottom half, see what they can do the first time at the plate.
Strong start for the Lopes, only 1 run for the Utes. But while you're here, go ahead and get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU. From the newest apparel to the coolest accessories, use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple and Lopes up.
Well, it seems like GCU softball games really feature a lot of first inning runs scored by either team, but that's the good thing. It's not just the opposition scoring the runs. GCU can do it just as easily in their half.
Definitely true. It's always good to start off the game with some momentum. Whichever team scoring, it gets that energy flowing. It gets both teams kind of riled up and in the zone for either making plays or making runs.
And for the Lopes, it's not going to be easy. We said the senior Katie Donovan in there, 9-2 with a 2.37 ERA. For the Lopes, the lineup looks like this. Batting first at short, Shea Smith, then Lorianne Olson. Lulu will play second. Bat second, Sierra Smith at third. Hitting third, Jordan Keaton, the designated player, batting cleanup. The catcher, Nikki Gonzalez. Batting sixth, Lainey Gomez in center field. And the right fielder, Taylor Kay. Kaylee Dietrich's at first, and rounding out the batting lineup is Maddie Dowdle, who is in left. And we said it at the top, this is not going to be an easy day at the plate, at least an easy first game against Donovan.
The focus in that batting up at plate Lopes are really going to have to pay attention and focus and really keep their heads in this game. Like you said, Alex, Katie Donovan, a very, very accurate and powerful pitcher for the Utes. As Shea Smith is up at bat first.
And underway. They're going to have good eyes. She throws lots of strikes. A opponent batting average of 221. Giving up 67 hits, 33 runs, and 27 of those were earned. Bunt in the air, but fouled.
Interesting decision, but maybe a smart one from Smith. Kind of keep the bunts up close and early on. They want to get on base as quickly as they can. Looking at the Utes defense, they kind of keep that center to right field spot kind of open as their center fielder kind of hangs left a bit.
Yeah, definitely a decent shift for Shea Smith. I mean, you hit it right up the middle. That one could be 2 to 3 depending on where it goes to the wall and how you get out of the box. So I wonder if she sees that. That is a massive shift and a great point of noticing that, Julia. Not sure I've seen a shift quite like that. The center fielder in left center.
Yeah, leaving that hole straight back and a swing and miss for the strike 2 for Smith right there, but leaving that hole center to right center field virtually wide open.
And you wonder if that partly because of the trust they have in Donovan. They're knowing that the batters are going to be behind. And Smith gets the walk. She is actually the leader in walks. 15 now, make it 16.
Good start for the Lopes so far. Careful and watchful eye by Shea Smith. Lorianne Olsen going to try to advance her, coming up to bat next.
Yeah, Lulu in the 2 spot now, batting 287, 12 RBIs. Pitch outside, seems like they're going outside lately, and the shift still definitely on more than you see, but not quite as severe here. But that is a good shift out there, and one that the Lopes need to try and take advantage to, and now she'll shift out. That pitch swung on and missed.
The Lopes tend to be pretty eager when it comes to hitting, but as we said before, that'll be ball 2. They want to definitely take their time and be a little more patient this game against Donovan. Shea Smith on first. Lopes with no outs in a pretty decent starting spot in the bottom of the first.
That one fouled well behind it. 2-2. Spring break on the campus of GCU. Not quite sure about Utah if that's their spring break. I would imagine probably not. 2-2 pitch misses high. Now it's back to 3-2 again to Lulu. Can they get 2 walks to lead off?
Starting to look that way. A lot of Donovan's pitches have been either high or just on the outside.
3-2 pitch in the left. That one's going to drop. That's going to get by. Here comes Smith heading to third. Is she going to go home? Held up, Lulu into second, and that'll probably be a double. And that's the start GCU wanted, just like we talked about.
Excellent, excellent. Pop up to left mid by Lorianne Olsen. Lopes with no outs. Shea Smith now on third. Olsen sitting on second with that double. And now Sierra Smith will be up at bat. in an excellent, excellent position for the Lopes.
Jay Smith leads the team in runs scored with 33. Next is Sierra, but RBI Sierra is second with 28 RBIs. Gonzalez first with 33. Looking for one, hopefully two here to get the Lopes in front, but we will see. One and 0. Fly ball, center field. Barrera under it. Smith's coming home, and it's all tied up. In there safely.
Beautiful slide right past her. Couldn't even blink, and you would have missed that. The Lopes now with one on the board. Tie game.
And there is an RBI and a sac fly. Now Jordan Keaton with one gone will try and get Olsen home. First pitch to Keaton. Fisted off foul.
Lorianne Olsen still sitting on second. Didn't want to make that transition with Smith. Wanted to stay safe and keep herself in the running. An interesting little
check swing,
a little tink off the bat right there. That'll be strike two for Keaton.
Now, in the hole 0-2. Gotta be careful here. This is where Donovan makes her living. Foul, and Bowen makes the catch in foul territory for the second out, and now Gonzalez will come up, the leader in RBIs with 33 and looking to put the go-ahead run on the board.
The pitcher, number 26, Nikki Gonzalez.
Lopes with 2 outs. Nikki Gonzalez up to bat with Lorianne Olsen still on second. I can imagine that Nikki's going to want to help Lorianne get around.
But to Donovan in the circle, and the inning is over. So a very weak hit will strand a runner on second, but the Lopes will get the tying run. It's 1-1 as we go to the top of the second.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared to reach both short and long-term goals. It's definitely prepared me to lead my classroom and also be a teacher leader to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. I'm definitely committed to student success, and so I'm very passionate about working with students. What I absolutely love is when they get that spark in their eye and they understand a concept. When I have those moments is making it all worthwhile in everything that I'm doing. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible. I feel that GCU has prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can support and advocate on behalf of children in the state of Arizona.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
We begin the second inning after each team pushed a run home. We're back to square 1-1. And leading off for the Utes in the second inning, the shortstop, number 33, Abbey Robertson. She is batting .263, 57 at-bats, 15 hits. And the first pitch to her misses outside, so not getting the calls outside. Each pitcher will have to adapt.
What seems to be kind of the phase that we're in with both teams right now, trying to adjust.
No, that one misses. Looked like a good pitch at first. I guess maybe a little bit low. Now it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. That one inside, 3-0. And Not a good start to the inning here for Bobo, but see if she can work out of it.
Right, that one just a few inches away from hitting her right knee. Thankfully it didn't. 3-0. And that would be 4. Yeah.
Yep, 4-ball walk. That's not the start you want. Now, to round out the batting order, Allie Dickman, the designated player, junior, only batting 170, so maybe can induce a double play ball here, but just want to get a strike across.
Lopes definitely want to kind of keep this defense that they've had going right down the plate for strike 1. And like you said, Alex, hopefully they can encourage a double play going on here.
Squares to bunt. Back pick. Dangerous throw, and she's back there safely as Robertson way ahead of the tag.
Good cover by Olsen, though, to come around and get that. Dietrich was just a bit in front and couldn't get back there. But Olsen stepped up and jumped over quick to that first plate.
Ooh, that one sails up, almost nicked her, and it's 2-1.
Bobo taking her time, trying to keep up.
Ooh, foul, and fortunately that would have been extra bases for Utah, so Bobo taking a deep sigh of relief there.
Very close. If that had been just inside that line, like you said, definitely would have been extra bases, at the very least a double. Counts 2-2.
Looking for the first out of the inning. Fouled off.
Robertson sitting on first, nice and patient. Hasn't really tried to sneak off just yet. That one straight up the middle.
Oh, and Gomez was able to get that one, almost misplayed it, but into center field with a single, and now the top of the order comes back. Julia Noskin, who struck out her first at-bat, will try to make up for it with 2 runners on and no outs.
Bobo's really going to have to put a little more focus into her pitching.
Squares to bunt in there for a strike.
Just like that, take it one pitch at a time. Thing about softball is each batter has a different temperance when it comes to swinging at a pitch.
And there's a check swing, so in essence a sacrifice bunt, and now runners move over to second and third and into scoring position with only 1 out.
Could tell Sierra Smith, who grabbed that one, was trying to make a decision whether or not she should throw it to third or to first, but went with the automatic out on first since she knew she could get that.
Very smart play there too, as Alyssa Barrera steps in second and third. Infield single over to Sierra, her first at bat. I'm sorry, it was taken in between Shea and Sierra, taken by Shea. The 1-0 inside, that one misses.
Utes with only 1 out. Runners on third and second. And they are yet again in scoring position.
2-0 on the way. That one might be high, and it is now. 3 balls and no strikes Got to buckle down here and start to throw strikes.
Barrera for the Utes, 82 at-bats.
And she walked her.
At the beginning of this game, and as you can see right there, she's got the most experience on this Utes team. But the Lopes are going to have a little meeting on the mound right here, and the Utes will follow suit, talk to their coach over on third.
Not a good start to the second inning after the offense came out and got one on the board to respond. You got to come out and make something happen, unable to do so, and now worrying a little bit as the whole infield in with a conference.
Yeah, you definitely want to have that bounce. You don't want to struggle a lot in defense and then hope your offense can, come back and recuperate from the losses that were incurred. Having that balance makes both sides, offense and defense, kind of work better in sync. Right now, the offense having to catch up for the Lopes. Looking.
Castaneda watches the first pitch inside for a strike. Walked her first time. 3 walks so far for Bobo. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled.
Got 2 strikes and 1 out already for the Utes. Bobo hopefully looking to get a third.
What you want after a walk would be a strikeout. Here comes the pitch. Misses low and away.
It's always tough to see those throws right over the plate. If they are just a tad bit low, at least from our angle, it's a lot tougher to tell.
See what she does here. 1-2. That one low again. Even in the count.
This is exactly like you said, Alex, where you want that strikeout where you can put 2 outs on the board, and any hit that happens with the next batter up, even with the bases loaded, if it's a catch or if it's out on first, it will keep.
That one into left field. That's going to score a run. They're going to hold Dickman, and it's an RBI single to put the Utes ahead in the second.
Just like I said, they were looking to get around, and that hit got them another run. Now the Lopes are definitely going to look to see if they can keep it with only 1 run for the top of this second with only 1 out.
Yeah, definitely can make that happen as Heather Bowen now the cleanup spot comes in. She singled into right field as well. You want to get that force out at home just like last time as that pitch misses for a ball. Bobo getting hammered thus far early. 5 Utah hits to this point. Misses again. 2-0 and need to see a strike thrown here. Got to get an out somehow.
The Utes sit with Allie Dickman on third, Alyssa Barrera on second, and Brionna Castaneda on first, as that one goes for a strike.
Big at bat here for the team and the confidence of Aguilar Bocage. On the way, chopped to short, coming home, and it's over the head of Gonzalez. In air, coming home is the second, and got her. Don't know why they sent Barrera from second, but they did, and the air from Shea won't necessarily cost them 2, but it's still a run and an error you can't make.
Absolutely. Now the Utes with 2 runs at the top of this inning.
Also, still trying to figure out why they sent Barrera from second. She is fast, but not fast enough to score in a pass ball attempt.
Especially with the ball, even though overthrown at home plate, it's still in that relative vicinity, and it's not hard to recover from that and get her out like they did.
Yeah, not the best call there. Still got a run, though. Makes it 2, and now on second and third. Maybe a chance to get another run.
Bobo starts out with 2 balls for this at-bat. Kelly Martinez.
That one might fall, and it does. And there she goes over to second. 2 runs come in, and Utah has kind of blown this one open in the second. And Bobo is just not fooling anyone up there. It's batting practice again.
Gonzalez going up there to talk to Bobo. The Utes now with 4 in this inning, giving them a total of 5 runs in the game so far to GCU's 1. The Utes still have 2 outs. The Lopes are just 1 out away from getting out of this top of the second inning.
Martinez just blooping that one into right field. The play could not be made by Kay. Now Alyssa Palacios comes in, an RBI single her last time, looking for another RBI. Oh, 1, 2 outs. That one misses low. Would love to extend this lead to 5 for Utah, and would love a strikeout as that one misses. It'll be 2-1. Push it to a batter's count. Already the second time batting for her in the second inning. On the way, that one in there for a strike. A nice frame job behind the plate by Gonzalez, and now it's 2-2.
Nice little curve right there. Started out going, from the pitcher's view, started out going right, curving down to the left, over home to the outside. But perfectly exactly what you need.
That one into left field, off the glove of Dowdle, and another RBI single. This one into left field.
And that will put the Utes up by 5, giving them a 6-1.
Need action in the pen, yep. You need it.
No one in the pen so far for the Lopes.
You got to get Bo out of there. It seems like, yep, here comes Coons, and not her day. And Alexa Coons comes in. Bobo comes out with a very, very poor stat line. 1.2 innings pitched, 8 hits given up, 6 runs, only 2 earned runs, 3 walks, only 1 strikeout, and 60 pitches through 1 2/3 innings. So comes in, only gets 1.2, and that is that'll be a very tough stat on the ERA for her, but we'll see now what Lexi Coons can do. Lexi comes in with a 3.33 ERA, 7-2, really statistically GCU's ace, and I'm sure they wanted to save her maybe for the next game, but they can't anymore, and she's pitched 61 innings, giving up 49 hits, 40 strikeouts, but 41 walks. So Utah batters have to know the scout and be patient up there.
Absolutely. Alexa Coons, like you said, pretty much the ace for the Lopes. Let's hope we can see a little bit of a change in the game so far. The Utes up by 5, 6-1, still with 2 outs. And Hilburn will be up to bat.
Haley Hilburn, who got out to I think chopped out. She did. She chopped out to Bobo last at bat. I thought it was Nikki Gonzalez, but it was Bobo. And that pitch into right. And the play made by Kay. So Coons does her job, but not before the damage is done. A 5-spot hung in the top of the second, and now GCU has got some work to do behind the plate.
As we keep on cheering on the Lopes this afternoon, cheer on your favorite business at the Canyon Challenge, GCU's business plan competition, where student entrepreneurs compete to fund their businesses. Be a part of the excitement March 28th in the GCU Arena and watch live on GCU TV. I always found that to be an excellent opportunity for students here on GCU's campus. Let their creative juices flow, come up with a business idea, and work together with a group of people or solo and see if they can get the support that they would like to get their business up and running.
Speaking of support, Donovan has supported this offensive staff so far. 5 batters faced 18 pitches through her first inning, only 1 hit, but 1 run. And back out there to start the second and look to keep this lead for Utah. Conversely, GCU looking to get runners on and push them across.
Six to 1, the Utes are up. And as we head into the bottom of the second, we will see if the Lopes offense can keep up and match with the Utes offense and put some more runs on the board. Lainey Gomez to start off this lineup.
So Allie Dickman moved to right field. And I believe Haley Hilburn, who was out there, now moved to the designated player spot. Here's Lainey Gomez. First time she has batted here in the second inning and fouls the second pitch back. First pitch swung through and missed, and way behind that one, I'm gonna have to find a way to catch up. Nowhere close to that pitch.
I really want to see some of the Lopes batters kind of take advantage of that spot that we noted earlier, that center to right center field. If they can hit the ball out with the check swing right there, and that'll be a strike out for Lainey Gomez.
Yeah, really not a good at-bat. Very poor at-bat for Gomez, and she's going to have to get it figured out if she wants to get any hits today off Donovan, as Taylor Kay will step in, batting 7th. Kay batting .338. And it puts down a bunt, and that one flies and almost lands into the on-deck circle. Got to make a better bunt attempt than that. Pitch to Kay, high and away, ball 1. 1-1.
Looks like she's still going to go and try out for that bunt. See if she can kind of keep it right in front of the batting box. That one's just on the outside for ball 2. But like I said, Alex, I really want to see them utilize that open space in the field right there, as that one's fouled off again for strike 2.
Yeah, I need to move back in the box a little bit and choke up on the back, get the hand speed going so that you can be in front of the ball. Right now, all these swings way behind, and they're not used to the speed and can't catch up, so got to get back in the box a little bit and find a way to do exactly what you said. Heading out there to center, right center. That one into left, and that one's a single, so Kay will reach with one out.
That'll work right in between third and short. Both reached for the ball, but I don't know if they got intimidated by each other or didn't really communicate that, but it went right between both of their gloves. And right out to Noskin in left. But
Kaylee Dietrich steps on now with a chance to get Kay over and get her into scoring position so that the Lopes can start to respond to the 5-run second.
Lopes doing fairly well so far with only one out. And Kay on first. That's great starting position for the Lopes. If Dietrich can capitalize off of this at bat.
Foul territory caught by Bowen, and another waste of an at bat for GCU. So offensively, nothing going so far, relatively speaking.
Left fielder, number 4,
2 outs for the Lopes.
Dowdle comes in, the 9 spot, batting .233, 90 at-bats, 21 hits. She will look to get some done with 2 outs. GCU very capable with 2 outs of scoring runs, and bunches of them.
The Lopes still trying to adjust to Donovan's pitching style and speed. As Dowdle chops that one off.
None of these batters have seemed to make the adjustment yet, but you expect to see it as the second time they come through. We'll see if Smith, although she walked the first time, see if she will get some more hand speed. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. That one looked good, and it was. Ooh, that one bounced to the plate on the way to second, and in there safe is Kay.
Excellent, excellent read. And it helped with that little mistake down there by Martinez. Getting herself closer and closer to scoring position is exactly what we need. Even 1 run would be beneficial for the Lopes to get that much closer.
That one foul almost. Bounced. It stayed fair. I think it hit the line and had spin on it, went foul, but Utah, like we said, swept by number 9, the U of A. 4-1 loss, a 9-4 loss, and a 10-3 loss. Outscored 23-8 in that series. Into center field, Barrera under it, and the second inning is over, so Utah able to keep the 5 spot there and keep GCU in bay. We'll start the third after this 6-1 Utes.
Earning your RN to BSN degree online doesn't have to be without the college experience. Finding your purpose takes support from those around you. GCU's leadership offers over 3 decades of experience delivering our accredited RN to BSN program 100% online. Graduate in as few as 16 months, learning from full-time practicing nurse faculty in small classes. Integrate your education with your faith and Christian worldview.
Find your purpose online at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Finding the right college isn't always simple. The choices I make today affect where I'll be tomorrow. That's why I chose Grand Canyon University. Here I'm working toward a greater purpose and a place that feels like home. With scholarships to help me earn my degree, I can graduate in less than 4 years. By attending GCU, Arizona's premier private Christian university, I know I'm not just making the right choice, I'm making the smart choice.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Third getting ready to begin, and Utah looks to keep going where they left off. 5 runs they've scored in each inning so far, 1 and 5, and now looking to extend that lead as Lexi Coons has come on. 1 pitch, 1 out for her.
Like you said, hopefully we'll get to see this different defense team with a different pitcher, Lexi Coons. Maybe just her presence will help that defense go as we get a strike right there. Even count 1-1.
Walked her first at bat, did Robertson. Trying to get on for the second time today. Utah loving the red stirrups that they're wearing. That one into right field. It's going to be a tough play over there, but it is a play made by Kay for the first out.
That's exactly what we want to see, even if they do get good hits on the ball from Alexa. There are excellent opportunities for the in and out fields to respond just like that. Taylor Kay with the excellent grab out there and right.
And now Allie Dickman singled her first at bat, comes to the plate, and the first pitch misses outside for Coons.
So far, so good for the Lopes starting out this top of the third. Much better than the entire whole second inning.
Coons starting to get some rhythm up there at the mound. Juno pitch into left center field. That one off the wall. And there she is into second. Dickman has herself a 1-out double, and that ball was launched.
You can tell Dowdo and Gomez running to that. We're almost anticipating it to go out, but
exactly.
It just bounced off the back of the fence for that double. That was a powerful hit by Dickman for sure.
Now Noskin's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a sacrifice bunt and a chance for an RBI. Only 1 out.
Utes have done an excellent job getting themselves on base.
Pinch runner coming for Utah. I think. Dickman heads to the bench. Coming out is 27 Peterson, Aubrey Peterson.
Pitch running for Utah at second base, number 27, Aubrey Peterson.
One of the outfielders for the Utes. Peterson definitely has some wheels on her.
And dropped over there. Oh, nubbed. That would have been a tough play. A lot of backspin on those balls when they're just barely fisted foul, but a good attempt to smother it in the dirt.
Good look from Sierra Smith. Really close, like you said. But they'll keep on going with this at-bat. Noskin.
No need to throw that ball down to second right there if you're Gonzalez.
Good little teaser, though. Kind of keep him at bay. Let him know you're watching him. Peterson on second.
Outside again. 2-2. Getting ahead in the count. It's now even. Two swung on and missed, and a strikeout. 0 for 3 so far for Noskin.
Can imagine the frustration on that. She was looking for the ball, but she did swing.
Absolutely went around, and Alyssa Barrera comes in with 2 outs and a runner on second. Pinch runner Peterson looking to get across. Nubbed, catch made, and Olsen will end the inning, and so GCU goes fast, and they'll look to answer from the plate, down 6-1.
GCU TV's latest series is here to answer any and all of your questions. Watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week on youtube.com/GCU and tweet all of your GCU-related questions to hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured. Any and all questions about GCU campus life, anything GCU related, just go ahead and tweet that on over, and our friends over at Ask GCU will make you a video and answer that question for you.
Even though it's spring break?
Even though it's spring break.
There you go.
Even though it's spring break. You could ask them what to do on spring break, and they would tell you.
There you go.
And speaking of spring break, we know all of you are out there having fun. If you are tuning in and watching, we hope that you're being safe and having a wonderful time. We'll see you back on campus soon, though. Speaking of spring, it is officially the first day of spring. And I think this is the perfect day to show that. It's about 75 degrees here in Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful blue sky, very, very small, scattered, intermittent clouds. And we are going to get back onto the field with some softball, with Shea Smith coming back up to start.
So here comes Smith, walked her first at bat, and now trying to get something going against Donovan.
This is where you hope that now that we've gone through the whole roster, we want to see a little bit of adjustment, as we see right there with the bunt.
No way, and she's safe. Nice grab, barehanded over there by third. Either way, Bowen was able to get the nice play, but Smith reaches with a bunt single.
Quick and easy. Smith makes that play in about 15 seconds. That whole transition goes around. And she's already on first base. Lorianne Olsen up next to support her.
See what Lulu can do here. No outs and a runner on. First pitch in there for a strike. Doubled to left her first at bat. Wants some more of that here.
Good eye by Olsen. Started to swing. Realized it was just outside the plate. Kept it in for ball one.
One fouled back into the backstop. 1-2. Ahead in the count now is Donovan.
One of the best things about softball, as we're going to see right here, is how every rotation up at bat as the strikeout goes for Olsen. Sierra Smith will come up to bat next, but that transition and that focus as they learn the pitcher's habits throughout the game.
You don't just get one chance. You're going to get 3 to 4, and especially in a doubleheader, you're going to get double that. First pitch, misses high. Sierra Smith, sac fly, her first at bat. Swung on and missed, and Smith even in the count, 1-1 against Donovan. Trying to chip into this lead for Utah, down by 5. Bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. It'll be 2-1. Donovan at 41 pitches. 11 batters faced thus far. Only 3 hits surrendered. Two one into left field. That's a base hit. So Smith on second, Smith on first. And now the cleanup, Jordan Keaton.
Surprisingly, Alex, with that right center field being so open, we've seen a lot of hits go through third and shortstop into that left field position where Noskin is.
Yeah, well, a lot of those left-handed batters just so far behind Donovan's pitching. You're going to hope that you see it with a right-handed batter behind it. You could see it here from Keaton. Could get a gapper out there to right center and score 2. Both of the Smiths here, really.
Yeah, both of them have that speed to get around for sure. She does get it over into that spot. Yeah, with the small space that is between, that one's kind of nicked off the top of the bat right there by Keaton. That'll be foul ball for strike 1.
One pitch in there for a second strike, so now it's 1-2, and got to swing at anything close, wanting to avoid a strikeout here.
Lopes are sitting pretty well so far, only 1 out, and runners on second and first.
On to third is Smith, and Sierra follows. Now second and third, 1 out. Now you really can't have a strikeout.
This is where if you're the Lopes, you want to keep that cycle going. Even if Keaton can get on just to first and your runners on third and second stay, you want to keep it at 1 out so you can continue to push people around the bases. That foul way high.
Staying alive.
Two balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out for Jordan Keaton and the Lopes.
Looking to stay alive, fouled again.
And at this point, that's kind of the best case scenario, is keep yourself alive until you find one that you can really wail on.
Two. That one could have been off the inside of the foot, and it was. Fouled again.
Keaton does have the right idea, though. Keep it low to the ground and make it roll as far as possible. That way they'll have to pick it up and throw it rather than just catch and throw. That transition from the ground up to throwing position will give her that millisecond more of time.
Swung on and missed, so huge opportunity is now minimized for GCU. 2 outs. Nikki Gonzalez needs to get, or would love to get, these 2 RBIs and cut this lead in half. Gonzalez popped out to the pitcher last time and not on this one very well. Donovan at 53 pitches through 2 2/3. Oh, and 1 in the dirt, and that's going to score Shea. And another run comes across. It's 6-2.
Excellent opportunity taken right there from the Lopes. Shea, that ball bounced up and off to the right. Martinez having to go chase that, taking her away from home plate, giving the Lopes that chance to put another on board. And now the Utes are only up by 4, 6-2.
That's the one thing you want after a strikeout is a pass ball, and they got it. Now 1-1 count to Gonzalez, fouled off.
Gonzalez has the right idea, though. Get some power behind that ball and get it as far as possible. I would call Nikki Gonzalez the crisis hitter. When you're in that danger zone with 2 outs and somebody in scoring position, more often than not, she has the ability to get the ball into the position to get either a run around or a home run and score everybody who's out there. There's another pop hit right there.
Castaneda under it, and the inning ends, but not before 1 comes around for GCU. So after 3 full, 6-2 Utah as we go to the top of the 4th.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally. They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Start off the 4th inning, leading off for Utah, be the 3 spot, and Brianna Castaneda, who just finished off the inning with the catch over there at second. Coons at 15 pitches since she's come on, faced 5 batters, 1 strikeout and 1 hit. First pitch to Brianna is fouled off.
Interesting bunt. She kind of tapped the bat, and as soon as she tapped it, it was almost simultaneously as she bent it backwards and the ball kind of flowed with it. She would have held that a little longer, it would have been an actual bunt.
Yeah, way too much give on that one. Misses outside, now 1-1.
Just as the Lopes are adjusting a little bit to Donovan's pitching, now the Utes are having to readjust to Coon's pitching. But she throws that one right over the plate for strike 2.
Wanting to strike out here, obviously. Get the offense right back out there. Coons has done her job up to this point, turns in, Castaneda does, and barely misses being hit. Misses for ball 3, and it's a full count to start off the inning, so you don't want to lose this batter, but conversely, that's the start, exactly the start you wanted if you're the Utes.
If you're Coons, you're wanting to get it right where she can hit it. either to strike or out. And it looks like that'll be a walk. Umpire took a second to confirm the decision mentally, and it will be a walk for Castaneda. And now Taylor Bowen, Heather Bowen, excuse me, will be up at bat next. That one way outside for ball one. Over the plate for strike one. Coons even, 1-1. Bowen still yet to swing, taking her time. Over to second, and that will be the first out. Thanks to Shea Smith, who jumped over there with Castaneda trying to take that steal.
That didn't even look like she slid into the bag. It looks like maybe she was trying to slide around the tag, and I get the idea, but you got to at least get to the base, and she didn't, and the good throw got her.
Definitely tried to sneak around that arm, but what a powerful hit.
Wow, that one's high, back, and gone. A towering moonshot for Heather Bowen, and the 4 spot has reached 3 times, and now a home run.
Heather Bowen definitely sticking out and shining in this game against the Lopes. Lopes, excellent job getting that out.
Yeah, that didn't necessarily sound like a home run at first. I watched Dowdle and thought maybe she was going to roost underneath that one, but just kept going back. That ball was so high. Now it's Martinez, and Kelly is 1 for 2. And a bunt, puts down a bunt out of the base path. And that was a bizarre play. Nice play to get that one, but it seems like Martinez put down the bunt and almost ran out of the base path to avoid the ball, but if she would have stayed in the base path, she also would have avoided the ball. So I don't know if that necessarily makes sense, but as it unfolded, it was a little bizarre.
Right, definitely. If Dietrich had come up any closer to get that ball and tagged her while she was running right next to her, that would have been an automatic out. But either way, the Lopes got the ball to first base and did get her for that second out. Palacios up at bat now.
Also 2 for 2, and Lexi throws a strike there. Evens the count up at 1-1. It's been a quick inning so far. Next game will not start at 2. It'll start a half hour after this one ends, probably around 3. Fouled back. Looking for the put-away pitch. Here it comes, and it's in the dirt. Two into center field. Catch made by Gomez, and the top half of the 4th comes to an end. Only 1 run surrendered on the solo shot by Heather Bowen, and GCU goes to their half down 7-2.
Excellent job by Gomez to run over there and snag that ball. We were talking about it being a beautiful day. Well, now you can enjoy coffee and tea from the Grand Canyon Beverage Company in your own home. GCBC's locally sourced coffee beans and fine teas are now available online at lopeshops.gcu.edu/GCBC. And it is definitely one of those days where you just want to sit outside with your cup of tea or cup of coffee and just take it all in and absorb the nature that surrounds us. A lot of people don't think there's a whole lot of beauty out in the desert, but here in Arizona there certainly is.
Yep, and speaking of the desert, here in the desert, Utah has made a pitching change. 44, Claire Feldman will come on. 3.23 ERA, batting, or I should say only pitched 4.1 innings. So a change up here for the team as Donovan was doing well, but Utah's going to switch it up and hope that they can continue to fluster these GCU hitters.
Not exactly sure why the pitching change.
Yeah, me too.
For the Utes. It doesn't seem that the Utes are in a strong enough position to kind of take it easy and relax from the Lopes right now. They are up by 5, score 7-2, but the Lopes have been known to come back with only being in the bottom of the 4th. They are throwing in their least experienced pitcher. Like you said, Alex, only pitching 4.1 innings.
Well, Gomez will be the one to step in and get it started against her, and she will chop over to Castaneda, play safe at first.
Excellent job by Gomez.
She is one of the faster runners, and a miscue out there by Castaneda at second. And the Utes have to hope for a double play now. On the way, bunt, K will be thrown out, but the runner, Gomez, over to second. And so the sack bunt works.
Now batting for GCU, number 8.
For Kaylee Dietrich, Bianca Bowling, number 8, will be up at bat next.
Yeah, Bowling is going to be the pinch hitter for Dietrich. Bowling will stay at first, I would assume.
Gomez on second. The Lopes just entering scoring position with only one out. Lopes down by 5 and looking so far to make their mark and come back in it. A strong hit out to that right side.
Coming home. And safe, so an RBI, and Bowling is on first. So they will respond to the home run with their own run.
Smart decision by Lopes head coach Ann Pearson to put Bowling in as soon as she got up to bat. The Lopes responded in full, and sitting with only one out, already have an RBI and added a run, lessening their deficit to 4.
Now Dowdo, who flew out her first at bat. Not a good start for Feldman, but that is exactly how Donovan started her outing, with a run scored and then didn't really allow too much since. Fouled off.
This is an interesting time, like we said, to give Feldman the chance to earn some experience.
Big spot, too. Don't want to concede this lead. Some velocity there. That one misses outside. 1 and 2. Swung on and missed, and there's a strikeout there.
Not exactly the best for the Lopes to accrue 2 outs. The Lopes have got to be able to make more than 1 run if they have any chance of coming back into this. Shea Smith will be up to bat.
There's still 3 more innings left for the Lopes, but want to get going sooner rather than later. And there is action in the pen for Utah.
Looks like number 28, Chantel Ladner, is over there warming up. One and 1 count.
Is it 28 or 20? Because I saw it, yeah, 2. I can't. So let's see. All right. Here's the pitch. Turn. I'm not quite sure either because Ladner doesn't have any stats, but Viramontes pitched 2 days ago against U of A, so
right.
We'll see, but 3 and 1, needing to get out of this inning first. Into left center. That's going to be a single with 2 outs. It is Viramontes, number 20. See if she comes in. A tough spot now here for the Utes. But 2 outs as Lulu comes to the plate.
Bowling on second and Smith on first. Both speedy runners. If we can get a solid hit from Lulu Olsen, then we can really make something. Make something come out of this. The Lopes, like we've been saying, really need to put some more runs on the board if they're trying to catch up. As another strike goes right there, the 1-1 count.
Swung on and missed. The foul tip into the glove. It's 1 and 2 now, and Lulu needs to stay alive. Six hits for GCU, 10 for the Utes. Not in the zone, and a good eye to watch that one. A little bit outside. It'll be even 2 and 2.
The pressure of being potentially the last at-batter right here.
2's wild. This one into left field. Going back is Noskin, and the catch is made to end the inning. But a run comes across for the Lopes, and they continue to chip away as we'll go to the top of the 5th, 7-3.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
We move to the top of the 5th inning. A Utah 4-run lead at 7-3 with 3 left to go. Here, the first of a doubleheader. And now, starting off this inning will be Haley Hilburn, who grounded out to the pitcher and flew out to right field in her previous at-bats. She's 0 for 2.
As we head in the second half of this game, this is where we'll kind of see either the Lopes will be able to catch up or the Utes will take off.
Exactly right. So that pitch bounces to the plate several times. Coons has had pitches bounce to the plate. Got to make sure that that stops happening, but misses again. 3-0, so some control issues early for Coons, and got to be careful here late in this game. You don't want to concede runs and, yeah, like you said, Dewey, just get this game blown open by the opposition.
Both teams have really...
Oh, man, what a pitch in there. Obviously, you're looking for a good pitch. With a 7-3 lead, I'm thinking maybe swing if I'm Hilburn, but she will clearly have the take sign on there.
Exactly, like I was going to say, both teams are really kind of struggling with the pitching.
Oh, fouled off.
And as we go into the full count, we'll definitely see a lot more hitting from the Utes against Alexa Coons, who's got that speed as well.
Oh, a walk. I thought maybe McGuire was going to ring her up, but a walk to start off the inning is what it will be. And now stepping in, Abbey Robertson. A walk and a fly out for her. Bunt. Coons over to first. And the job is done, though, on the sack bunt. Runner in scoring position.
Excellent job with the throw by Coons. Picked up the ball quickly and launched that ball over to first to Bowling.
Yeah, that was an underrated play, but one that needed to be made. Now for the Utes. Allie Dickman watches that pitch. Aubrey Peterson, I should say, who pinch ran, remember, and now is batting. Outside, and Coons must move in a little bit. That outside pitch not going to be called.
Been paying attention to
Into left, foul. That would have been a double, but kept tracking and fortunately well outside of that foul line, down the left field line. Peterson just trying to get on base, get a hit here, and put Hilburn across to extend this lead, give him another insurance. That one high, and now it's a full count, 3-2 with one out.
Exactly, but definitely been paying attention to Coons, and she's starting to take more time between pitches and not rush them. I think that's doing well for her going into the second half of this game, because that one's fouled off by Peterson. But sometimes you just really need to take a moment and really kind of refocus, recenter where you're at. You go between pitches too quickly, you start to wear yourself out. You got to focus and really kind of aim for it.
Catch made. Oh, no, it's dropped. The sun was in the eyes of Shea Smith, and another error for Shea Smith. It has really been the story of her defensive season thus far, leading the team in errors, and that one's tough with the sun, but you really want that play made for Coons, who's been pitching well.
It's always a tough play, especially when more errors keep coming. But Cameron Woodall.
Yep, will bat for Noskin here.
Seeing a lot of changes for the Utes. That one goes far outside for ball one.
Well, Smith, 10 errors before this game started, now 12. And that's a tough pill to swallow, but fortunately, most of the time makes up for it with her play in the field, or with her play on the base paths and behind, hitting
Absolutely
at the dish. What can Woodall do? No need to backpick any of these runners here, Drew Gonzalez. Risk a bad throw. Sometimes gets too excited and makes a big mistake. Already in a tough enough spot here. 2-1, that one outside. 3-1, and now Coons starting to labor a little bit out there.
The Utes only sitting on one out. Would have runners on second and first, giving them ample time to push them forward, and hopefully without the walk.
Oh, that's a nice pitch. Hey, I don't know what you're watching there. 3-1. I understand she threw 3 straight balls, but it's not like she's been really wildly inconsistent. It's a good pitch to swing at.
Right.
Especially as a freshman pinch hitter. And gets her to pop up. Bowen makes the catch. And so it looks like maybe the error for Smith will be irrelevant, but we will see as Alyssa Barrera comes in here with 2 outs.
This is that spot where you have 2 outs. Even if she does hit it, getting somebody underneath that ball to catch it, or right in front of that ball to catch it and snatch it over to first, whatever the case, is crucial. With that 2 outs, and hitting that 3rd out makes any other movement out on the bases irrelevant. And that is exactly what the Lopes need to come out of this top of the 5th with no damage.
Take it any way. Fly ball, ground out, strike out, but now a meeting here. Pearson's going to come out and talk to Coons.
This is the second meeting at the mound with the infield from one of the head coaches, from the head coach. And Ann Pearson probably trying to drill it into a really just focus and really not even just take your time, but really intentionally let that ball go in that sweet spot. Some of the throws seem to be a little bit labored, like you said, Alex, a little labored, a little lazy.
Well, chance to get out of this here, 2-0. Runners on first and second. It's Hilburn and Peterson at the plate. Barrera, but got to hit the zone here if you're Coons. 2-0, 2 outs. Oh, hit her in the neck. The upper back. Yeah, that one, I'll tell you what, that gives me and Dewey up here the chills watching that one. I mean, you can't help but cringe watching something like that. Coons has really been bringing the momentum, but a tremendous job of Barrera to turn in and get her head out of the way, and it's exactly how you're taught to do it, so you don't necessarily always see that, so a very underrated job by her to stay safe.
Absolutely. If you're a batter and you have those reflexes, even if you get hit with the ball, but to turn, to put it in the least painful, the least critical area of your body, that's important, because with the speed that they throw that ball down the plate, it really could cause some damage.
Team leading Breonna Castaneda steps to the plate, bases loaded, 2 outs. Chance for her to get something across.
The count 1-1. We'll see if Castaneda is going to take this loaded base opportunity for the Utes right now. Sitting on 2 outs. She's got to make it count.
Oh, that one into left. Out, off the head. It's going to hit the wall on a bounce. Another one off the wall. 2 will score. The throw hits Gonzalez, and a 2-out, 2 RBI double for Breonna Castaneda, and there's a reason why she's batting 3.
Absolutely. One of the stronger batters for the Utes, batting in this game so far at .352. Heather Bowen will be up to bat next. See if she can bring home the runners on third and second still with 2 outs.
Could be a long rest of the game for GCU. No one in the pen. You got to save 2 for the next game. So Coons has got to get herself out of this herself, and really with 11 hits already and 3 given up by Coons, it seems like she's in a tough spot.
Coons with 59 pitches already.
And Bowen is 3 for 3. A double and a triple short of the cycle. Two and 1. You know you're going to have to get a strike. There's nowhere to put her. Into right field. That one foul.
Alexa Coons trying to fight her way out of this one. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still with 2 outs. All she needs is 1 more strike for the strikeout.
On the way, that one low and in. 3-2, 2 outs. Same scenario as the 2 RBI double for Castaneda. And Bowen, 3 for 3, like we said, batting .364. Pitch on the way up the middle, misses Coons. That's going to score 2. Here comes Castaneda. No, they... Oh, man, that was a insane play. Oh, my goodness. She tried to dance around the tag. I think they were trying to push across the 8th run, but 3 come across on a close play at home, and now GCU trying to get some runs across, down 10-3.
If you're visiting campus this spring, and it is that time.
Is here, Utah, 10-3 here in the first game of a doubleheader. Little greedy maybe on the last play, just to rocket up the middle, and it's going to be tough to score a runner all the way from second. They tried to, and the beautiful throw by Gomez got her a putout and keeps that lead within 7, so still time to bounce back. 3 bottom half of the innings left for the Lopes. Oh, that throw all the way out to the wall as the throw down from the catcher misses everybody.
Now pitching for Utah, number 44.
And, well, she was already pitching. Feldman has been in. Nothing new.
But like you said, Alex, with that last scoring attempt, the Utes may be getting a little greedy. They tried that earlier on in the game, and the same thing happened, trying to push the runner from second.
Center field going back is Barrera. Catch off the wall, off the glove. That catch has got to be made, but Smith has herself a double to lead it off. Well, get recruited to play Pac-12 softball. It's a catch you're expected to make every single time, right on it. Popped out of the glove, and that one hurts if you're Utah, but you'll take it if you're Sierra Smith. Now Jordan Keaton.
The Lopes looking like so far they're already in the mind frame of working on making a comeback. We're going to put some more up for them. Big swing and a miss for Keaton. That'll be strike 2. But the Lopes really needing to put themselves out there for this bottom of the 5th.
On the ground is second. Over to first. Keaton retired. And good for the first out.
Lopes yet again in scoring position. Sarah Smith on third base. Nikki Gonzalez now up to bat, but this is what we were talking about before, Alex, is that the Lopes have been able to score, but they've only been able to score 1 for 3 out of the 4 innings. And if they're going to make their way for a comeback, they're going to need to be able to score more than 1 person around home plate.
Yep, you don't want to get to the point where it's too little too late, but it's getting there probably after this inning. GCU trails by 7 as Gonzalez Swings and misses at that one. Second game probably start at 3:30 if I had to guess. Pitch on the way and foul, but we'll keep you updated with that. No action in the pen for the Utes.
A ball and 2 strikes for Gonzalez. Smith still sitting on third, waiting for the opportunity to make her way around.
High for ball 2, even count. Swung on and stayed alive, so Gonzalez putting together a nice at bat here with 2 strikes.
The Lopes feeling the pressure right now, trying to do everything they can.
Into right field, maybe a misread coming home. Not quite. So the run comes across and it's 10-4.
And here we are again, the Lopes with 2 outs. Scored 1. But to make it in this game, they're going to need to score more than that.
Number 11, Laney Gomez.
Now Laney Gomez steps on with 2 outs. There's a strike here to Gomez, who's 0 for 2. Fouled back.
Off into the stands. The 0-2 pitch.
Popped up, and one way or another, if you're GCU, you just kind of want this game to end and get ready for the next one. You don't want to expend too much energy with pitching and everything down at this point, but if, you know, they can start rallying and get some runs across, yes, but obviously at a certain point it'll be too little too late.
Right.
1-2, swung on and missed in the dirt. It's going to be a tough play, and she's safe. So a strikeout will be prolonged, and a runner is on.
Taylor Kay up to bat next. See if she can get Gomez and herself to advance around some of the bases.
Feldman looking to get out of the inning. Right here with Kay. 0 for 2. A ground out to the pitcher, a fly out to right field, and a walk. Not 1 for 1. 0-1 on the way, tap to third, over to first, and the inning is over. So to the 6th they go. Utah wanting to push 2 across here. 10-4.
I'm Sarah. I'm a senior at GCU studying hospitality management. Since the program started, it's already grown so much. There's so many opportunities for students to be able to learn outside of the classroom. We have the golf course, we have the hotel, the restaurant. My professors are industry professionals. It makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'm being trained in relevant information. When you graduate from GCU with a hospitality degree, people know that you're prepared. I think it makes you better equipped to handle any situation. It makes you more valuable, especially here in Phoenix when there's so many opportunities. The best part about being a GCU student is just the fact that I'm in a community where everyone supports me and everyone wants to see me succeed. One of the things I love about GCU is just the importance they place on servant leadership. I serve in the children's ministry, teaching Sunday school. It's incredibly rewarding. GCU is helping me find my purpose.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Sixth inning here, 10-4 lead for the Utes, and leading it off is Katie Falk, a freshman catcher. Falk batting 125, only 1 of 8. So trying to get something going late and needing 2 runs to get this thing done an inning early. That would be good for both teams. Obviously, you got to think that they were thinking about that last time, sending the runner all the way from second on the single up the middle. You don't usually see that, and that's a really gutsy call.
Right, definitely super short in front of the plate. But yeah, you're right. Like, you don't see that very often, but they know that they're going to have a chance to play this same team again, and then looking to get out of this one probably pretty soon so that they can take a minute and rest and then finish off
the day, right, against Pac-12 foe. And no action in the pen means they're probably hoping for Coons to get him through this, but first 2 pitches bouncing to the plate. She has had trouble getting the ball to the plate recently. That one fouled back. Ooh, that one inside, misses. It'll be 3-1. That's the start Utah wants.
That one looked really good to me, but just inside.
If they could get a runner, that is be exactly what the Utes would like. And on the ground, Smith over to first. Nice play. And the first hitter retired.
And that's that quick response defense that the Lopes so often usually show. There hasn't been a whole lot of action from the in or outfields for GCU.
Palacios is 2 for 3. In there for a strike. One pitch. Smith takes it over to first. Play is made.
Same exact people involved, minus the runner, but Shea Smith takes that one and gets it over to Bowling just in the nick of time for that second out. And looks like the Lopes are trying to get out of this one real quick.
Yeah, well, not bad either if they can just get through quickly and not keep, don't spend too much time on these last innings. This is a good start here. Now, if they can hopefully get to push some runs across. If not, only an inning left on the field, so we'll go to the bottom half of the 6th, down 10-4.
That 1-2-3 inning, giving them that quick experience, but go ahead and experience the joyous energy of Anything Goes, the latest musical from the College of Fine Arts and Production. catch the show's final weekend in Etherington Theater March 23rd through 25th. Tickets are available at gcu.edu/anything. The Lopes made it right out of that one, the top of the 6th.
Yeah, that was a fast inning.
I think fastest inning in the game so far. And the Lopes really quick, really wanted to get themselves back on the opportunity to bat. They're in the mindset, if I know Coach Pearson at all, I know she's in that mindset to keep on fighting until the very end. And she's definitely wanting the Lopes to put some more runs on the board, get them a little bit closer, and hopefully they can get a lucky break and do something with it. 10-4 is the score, and we are in the bottom of the 6th.
Feldman will stay on it for Utah, hoping to close this thing out. Does she have 2 more innings left in her?
Bianca Bowling will be up to bat first.
And here she comes, Bowling 1 for 1. She had that RBI single into right field. First pitch of the 6th, bottom of the 6th, misses high, 1-0. Well, we might not be too far off schedule after that inning. It's crazy how quick a half inning can really change the tempo of the game.
Both teams have pretty much scored in just about every inning.
Yeah.
Somebody has scored in every inning so far. And to keep that up to par, the Lopes will have to score in this inning.
That one misses. There's a nice pitch. But now 2-2 is the count.
If I'm bowling, I'm looking to either bunt and run quick over to first or get a solid hit, as the count now goes to full. 3-2.
Now if you're Utah, just want to see your pitcher Feldman get in there and get in and out of this inning real quick, not dance around the batters, but in danger of losing the first batter here in the 6th. And she will come back for the high fastball, struck out Bowling, and continuing to dominate the high zone with fastballs, and there's 1 out. Maddie Dowdle comes in 0 for 2, trying to get on base any way possible, and will pop out. Who's going to take this? Have some problem with Sun already, but coming across to make the play is Bowen, and there's 2 outs. So this one quick so far, and Sierra will come to the plate. 2 for 2. Oh, Shea Smith, 2 for 2. Both Shea and Sierra 2 for 2 on the day. So
quick bottom half of the inning so far as well. Both the 1 and 2 batters got out, giving the Lopes 2 outs so far.
Pitch in there for a strike, and it'll be 1-1. 2 gone. Misses outside and in the dirt, so 2-1 now. Misses again, 3-1. Having some problems now finding the zone is Feldman. 3 straight balls.
If you're Feldman, you're looking to really try to get out of this inning. You started off so well with 2 outs back to back. And a clipper foul ball right there to that left side. That'll be strike 2, putting it at full count, but the Lopes really not having any kind of advantage right now in this bottom of the 6th. 2 outs, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Exactly what you didn't want to have happen, a walk, and now with 2 outs, Feldman has put a runner on and made sure that this game will continue on. Feldman, that one into left field, diving attempt. It'll be foul. Would have been a beautiful catch out there by Noskin, but couldn't quite get there.
Very, very close attempt. She was just a couple of inches away. Sprinted right towards it where she saw it, but dove just a bit too quick. Just a bit too early. That'll be the 1-1 count for Olsen. Lope sitting on 2 outs. Now they got Smith on base. It'd be probably wise to assume they're going to try to do what they can to bring her around. Olsen hits that one, and it is caught by Noskin, and that will end the entire 6th inning. No one scored.
Let's go to the top of the 7th inning. The Lopes trail 10-4.
Hey Phoenix, it's Thunder Dan Marley, head coach at Grand Canyon University. Coming to GCU was a great move for me. Join Antelope Nation by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors in small classroom settings where you can get the support you need to excel. Scholarships available. See you on campus. Go Lopes.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back into the final inning. 10-4 Utah Utes lead it. 12 hits for Utah, 7 for GCU. 3 errors for the Utes, 2 for GCU. And again, just a air-ridden game of Division I softball. Got to start to keep those down, but nonetheless, stepping in to start it off, Abbey Robertson and Coons will look to keep it going on the mound. A quick top half of the 6th inning. Looks to deviate that here.
We'll see if the Lopes can repeat that same kind of defense. That ball kind of dinked off Gonzalez's glove over to the right side.
Nubbed. Caught by, wow, what a play over there by Shea Smith. I didn't necessarily know at first. She turned, but held on and a beautiful catch made up there.
And that's exactly what you said before. Even with the errors she's accrued, those plays like that kind of balance it out and make up for it. And that's exactly what the Lopes need right now from their, especially infield defense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, look, they've got another game as that one into center field for a base hit by Peterson. But, yeah, I mean, they've got another game. I'm not sure if we're going to see Valencia or Yesenia Morrison here for game number 2, but I'm sure they wanted to keep Coons in case she needed some time and just don't want to throwing a ton of pitches right now. Already at 80 pitches. And you can be sure she is, if she gets any use or needs any use, it's not going to be much more than an inning in the next game. Yep. In the dirt, on the move, and Peterson has a stolen base.
And with the collective almost 140 pitches between Coons and Aguilar-Bocage, that it's been kind of a pitching struggle for the Lopes today against the Utes. It's a lot of pitches in a game.
Man, a lot of offensive production by the Utes. Just showing that they work the count. Don't swing in a lot of junk, and only one strikeout in 80 pitches for Alexa Coons. Definitely shows you, and that was still not even like too much of a deceptive pitch. Just, you know, just a batter swinging at something and getting unlucky. But sometimes you see Coons shutting him down with strikeouts and off speed. Sometimes no, and this afternoon's been one of those games. But we've been talking about it all game. That's a good thing about sports. You get a second chance, especially in softball or baseball. You get, you know, more than one at bat. You get more than one try to beat the same team in a doubleheader.
Exactly, and that's what the Lopes are going to try to do right after this game. They'll get a half an hour break to cool down and re-warm up. We'll keep you guys updated on when that will start.
Absolutely. That one in the dirt. 3-1 the count with one out, a runner on second base. Raccoons just want to get out of this inning. Keep saying it, but it's an essential point. You don't want throwing too many pitches. On the way, she swung at that one. No.
They're going to call it a walk.
I thought it came around.
I definitely saw some bat movement around, even with the leadoff walk forward.
Now Alyssa Barrera comes up, first and second. One out. Coons looking to get a ground ball for a force out at least. That pitch in there for a strike. That's a good ground ball pitch right there.
Peterson on second, Noskin on first now. Only with one out puts the Utes in a good position.
That one catches the zone. It's a strike. 0-2.
Two good, strong pitches from Coons.
Barrera 1 for 2 today. A walk on the ground. That's going to be into center field. They're going to stop Peterson in a good play. A good stop by Gonzalez and a good move by the third base coach to slow down Peterson from coming home. No real need to force that and get easy outs now. Bases loaded. Only one out, and now stepping to the plate is Castaneda, and Briona has been on fire so far. 2 for 3, and even her out was scorched. First pitch misses. It'll be 1-0. Force out everywhere. GCU just wanting to get out of this game here. Get ready for the next one. Misses. Just let the batter try and put it in play and see if your defense can make it. Don't try for the strikeouts here. A run or two doesn't really mean much. Don't need to worry about surrendering runs right now. Just worry about getting outs and getting out of the inning as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's what Coons really needs to take advantage of. She has a strong defense to support her.
Infield in. That's going to score a 1. Here comes the second. And 2 runs in, and they're going to have the run down to third now. Chance for double play. Can they get her in a pickle? No, not quite. Okay, well, that was close again. So these Utes have been caught on the base pass a couple times. And, well, 2 runs come across. It's an 8-run lead and 2 outs. Fortunately for GCU, 1 more out, and they will go to the plate, and this one will be over. So Heather Bowen comes in 4 for 4. If history told us anything, she'll be on base. We'll be seeing Falk. Blooped into right off the glove. Here comes, no, the runner's going to stay. Bowen into second, and I believe only a triple short of the cycle now after that double. It's impressive. Just got to get out of this inning somehow. These 2 runs don't matter here. If Falk's able to get on or get a base hit, doesn't matter. 12-4. Yeah, this game's already over.
Yeah, the Utes definitely used every ounce of their energy in that last one. Swing and a miss by Falk right there.
Well, hopefully, yeah, it's, you know, GCU is able to change something, or Utah is able to change something. You don't want them keeping going into the next game with all this momentum. 12 runs, you know. They got scored 23-9, 23-8 against U of A. So now wanting to get the runs back, and they've done that so far, and they've been fine at the plate. 16 hits. Don't know if we will see Valencia or Morrison for the next game, but we'll find that out here in a short time.
Gonzalez going up to meet with Coons at the mound. Probably trying to tell her we're almost out of this. Just keep on focusing, keep with it. And keep your pitches as consistent as possible. I know your arm's probably getting tired, but, you know, 2 outs, 2 strikes, just get one down the middle and end it. So we can get a chance to go at bat again. We'll see what she does against Falk again. Counts 1-2, 2 outs.
Oh, almost went, but has the discipline not to. Two and 2 with 2 outs. Outside, 3-2. Can't have a walk right here. Just got to throw it down the plate.
This is not the place to put bases loaded.
And not the time to start struggling either. I mean, with the next game coming up, yeah, you gotta start to pick it up now here. And Lulu makes the catch, and fortunately the inning is over, so a half inning left. And GCU just needs to start focusing on the next game, down 12-4.
Absolutely. And speaking of the next game, this is not the only game today. GCU TV is streaming all GCU athletics all day long. Catch Lopes baseball tonight after the next softball game at 6 p.m. for their first of 2 games against Kansas University.
Yeah, oh, Pac-12 and Big 12 here. Rock Chalk Jayhawks. What is that game? 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
And our next game here, hoping this This bottom half is quick, and GCU is getting ready to prepare for the next game and light it up offensively. Probably see about a 2:55 to 3 o'clock first pitch. Now, if each coach would like to push it up, that's up to them, but usually, we've found that the teams like their time. They like having that extra, buffer, especially in a game like this when they've scored a lot of runs and they've got a lot done. And GCU, for them, they just want to take a rest really and get their minds right again.
The Lopes also have a habit of when they play a strong team like the Utah Utes, they really kind of step it up the second go-round, the second game, and they make some big adjustments to their batting roster, to their pitching roster, and really kind of just come at it at a whole new light.
Yeah, we saw that in the Iowa game.
Absolutely.
Yep, the Iowa. That's the mark of a team that's has promise and a good team. Sierra Smith leads it off here. Maybe you can just pad her stats as she swings through the first pitch by Feldman. You can bet Feldman wanting to go 1-2-3 here and give her team the little rest right now. On the way into center field. Catch is made. That one more even to left center, but Barrera, who has speed, able to track it down for the first out. And now Keaton.
Solid hit by Sierra, but just a little out in the open. Jordan Keaton up next, like you said.
0 for 3 for her. She's struggled here. The first game against University of Utah. One gone. This one into center, tracking back, and underneath it, Barrera makes the catch, even with the sun. And so redeeming herself after the first miss, and now that is 2 outs and very quick inning so far, as Gonzalez will possibly wrap this one up. That one in there for a strike to Gonzalez. Oh, 1 up the middle and a base hit for Gonzalez, so that'll help her stat line. Batting .330, it'll raise it up a little bit, and her first hit on the day.
That'll keep the Lopes alive just a bit longer. As Gonzalez sits on first base, she will now switch out with a pinch runner. Number 29, Caitlin Acton.
Kate, the most prominent pinch runner for the Lopes. Kate's always getting a number called. She's got the speed out there. And now, see if she can get across here for Lainey Gomez. Swung through and missed. 0-1, and Utah 2 strikes away from getting their first win here in the Grand Canyon State. Fly ball, left field. Noskin makes the catch, and that will close the book on game 1. Next one about 2:48. That's about 30 minutes. We'll be back for more Lopes softball against the same team. In the meantime, follow GCU on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel you're watching the game on right now. We'll see you soon.